So I just got back from picking up our first load of siding for the house. We finally get some siding here. So this load weighs 412 pounds.
It looks like it'd be heavier.
I know, right? All right, now you got to catch.
What?
What?
Oh my gosh. Are they all like that?
What?
Light?
Yeah.
Every single one?
So far, all the
I
ones.
was getting like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so heavy.
No, it's really not that heavy.
A bunch of styrofoam.
Bunch of packing. So these are our corners. Oh. This will be an outside corner, just like this.
Oh.
Fancy. Bottom and then the top. They all have like a shiplap joint. So you put each piece on, then you put the other one over it and on the side of it. They have numbers, I believe it's 1 through 4. So they have 4 different molds. So like you don't want to put 2s next to 2s. You want to like switch them up so that way your patterns look staggered. So we'll just have to pay attention to that and go through it. Let's see what number.
So was that foam?
No, it's not a foam. It's like a polymer and a fiber. This one is a number 1. All right, I'm curious to see what's in this box. Okay, so these are gonna be the corner ledgers. So go like this on top. That'll be cool. And then our siding will go up here and tie it all together.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, we can start offloading everything. We'll set it out. We want to keep it outside so it all gets to be the temperature that the house is. If we keep it inside, it won't be the temperature of the outdoors. So we just want to make sure everything's acclimated, kind of like you do with a hardwood floor. All right, these should be the stone panels themselves. Yep. Bam.
That looks so good.
That'll look nice. These are our ledgers, so this will be the top of the stone, and then our siding will get abutted right up to here. So this will be a good rain drip edge. So if the siding gets hit with rain, it'll come here and then go off and shed down. That's gonna look nice. It's a good thing for our roof overhang. We have a place to store all of our boxes outside in the weather.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some snow.
So we're waiting to decide 100% on the siding on the house until we get some of this stone up, and then we can visually see better what's gonna look good in our eyes with this stone. All right, last box to go through. So far, everything's been correct. We'll have to match up the quantities and make sure we got the right number of everything. All right, so this is also number 4, and it's coffee, so that'll work awesome.
Did you get coffee because you like coffee?
We got coffee because that was the color we like, and yeah.
It happened to be coffee.
Yeah, just happened to be that way.
There was quite a few colors.
There was, it's like what, between 4 and 8 different colors, I think.
But we liked quite a few, I'm saying, yeah.
Yep, some of the colors were the same, it's just different variations of the other colors in with the stone. Like this is mostly coffee, and then it's got some grays and some reds. So we've got a couple of different colors for the house. We're thinking we just want to get some of the stone up, and then we can see what color goes better with it. And then we went with this color because we figured it can pull off some of that and tie it all together. Like this, I think we'll tie in with the black a little bit. So we're gonna glue these on and screw them. So we got a couple of different kind of like adhesive glues, like liquid nails. We got a liquid nail that's good for one temperature. And then I got like a wicked extreme cold one. So if it's a cold day and we still want to be outside working, I got one where we can work outside till it's 0 degrees and stuff like that. So if it gets below 0, we can't do this. But from 0 to up, we can work outside.
We better work quick because we haven't had any cold weather really too bad yet. So
No.
Nothing below 0.
Nothing yet. But usually if we get below 0, it's only for a small stretch. And then if we get below 0 for that long, we have indoor projects we'll jump onto.
Like he said, we don't get below 0 temp for too long, but you notice where you are, where we are, everywhere, the weather has been a little bit different. So who knows?
Yeah.
But
it was 17 degrees out this morning.
yeah.
We're supposed to get 5 inches of snow tonight, and then 4 a.m. tomorrow, it's supposed to change over to rain.
It'd be almost 40.
Yeah. So a lot of the building supply stores around here don't have a lot of stuff in stock. It's all like to order. If they have a sample, it's a little tiny sample. So a lot of the stuff we just go and we order offline. We'll look online, look at what houses look like with the stuff on, but you really don't know what it looks like up close. And the Genstone was one. The siding options we have in mind, we've just seen mostly that stuff online. So it's kind of hard where we are. You can't just like go and have a place that has samples or pieces of it that you can see good. So it's kind of always like a little leery, like, oh, what's this stuff gonna look like when it comes in? But let's get this on a corner and we'll just kind of put like 2 rows up to see what it looks like for the heck of it.
I would say that's really like probably better.
Let's stick it over here and see. So it's gonna go something like this. Hold on. So it'll be like this. And this. Now we gotta snap chalk lines. We're not gonna have it right on the concrete. We'll have it up some, but we gotta figure out that before we start all the way. But this is just to kind of see what it looks like. We get another piece and stack it up there.
Yeah.
I like it.
Looks good.
And then
it would be close. I mean, that seam won't be
this
so
seam will be
noticeable.
like that.
Right.
So it's, and then we're gonna have another one. So
right. These won't be the exact. We're just kind of checking it out.
I'll have to cut it. But you can't even, bummer. We got our outlet in the way.
I think that's a good height though, right there.
All right, that's what that'll look like. But I think we're gonna have to go up half of one of these. So 3, 1, 2, 3. It'll be like here.
Oh.
So that's 3 with a ledger. Or do we want to go 2 courses high with the ledger? That's what we're trying to figure out right now. So if we do 2 courses, the ledger, we'll have to notch it. It'll go up over, but it will cover the outlet box. Or we go 3 and we're this high. I like it this way. Gina likes it with 2 courses, so.
Well, if you guys have been watching our channel for a while, you probably already know I'm really excited about today's sponsor, Thrive Market.
It's an online membership-based grocery store, and they're on a mission to make a healthy lifestyle easy and affordable for everyone. Now let's find out and see what I got this time. If you spend $49 or over, you will get free shipping. So let me tell you my little secret. I hate paying shipping. So what I'll do is I'll have, like I needed some balsamic vinegar. So I went in, added it to my cart, and then I needed some dish soap, add it to my cart. So then once I met $49 threshold, then I placed my order. Oh yeah, and they have price match guarantee. They have 2 options for membership. You can get a monthly membership at $12 a month, or you can get a 12-month membership at $5 a month that is billed at $59.95 for the year. I love Thrive Market. I've been a member for almost 3 years, and I love it. It comes right to my door. I don't have to leave, and I love how easy it is to purchase either online or on my app. Another thing that I love about Thrive, they make it really easy if you have a certain diet restriction. So if you're gluten-free like me, I just click gluten-free and I can find snacks or anything like that that they have that are gluten-free. If you're paleo, keto, vegan, any of the things, It's super simple and I love it. So if you're interested in Thrive Market, you can go to our link in our description below, or you can go to thrivemarket.com/lumnahacres to get 30% off your first order, plus a free gift worth up to $60. Thank you, Thrive Market, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it.
I'm gonna have to get out back and figure out how we're gonna start. But I gotta see if I can get the tool cat running. They're supposed to be coming this afternoon to pick that up, and if I can get that running, it'll be a lot easier to get that on the ramp truck running than it would be having to drag it. So we're gonna get this stuff picked up and see if I can get the tool cat running. It keeps running intermittently. I'll get it to run, and it'll run for a few hours, and then I'll go to start it up again and it won't. So not 100% sure what the issue is. Most likely it's electrical, or there's a gremlin living inside somewhere. We'll let the Bobcat dealer figure it out.
Are you regretting your decision to get it?
No. All right, let's see if we can get this fired up. It'll be a lot easier if it's running. So now it just came on saying it has the injector codes. I'll let the glow plug cycle, then I'll redo the key. It'll probably go on with no codes, but it still won't crank. That's what it's been doing. But then yesterday afternoon, it fired right up. So I don't know. It's definitely not getting fuel. It's not even trying to fire. All right, we're gonna try cracking the fuel lines again and seeing if that helps. That's what we did yesterday, and it fired up probably like 10 minutes after. Okay, go ahead, crank the key. Okay, cycle the key again. We'll do it one more time. We have fuel coming out.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, we have fuel to the injectors. All right, so this is what we did yesterday. Okay.
Try it again.
Go ahead, cycle the key on. All right, so we cracked the fuel line, bled the fuel. There was fuel there. We didn't bleed it. There wasn't any air, so I don't know what's going on. And then it'll fire back up. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take off the snow blower, so that way when he comes, I'm going to try to leave it running. So if he does come, it's running. We can drive it on, and then also we don't have the snow blower on there that we have to bring. So even if it does die when we're trying to pull it up, we're just pulling up the machine and not the snow blower. So that is so bizarre what it is doing and why it's doing it. I don't know. Because when you crank the key, there's fuel there instantly. It's not like there isn't fuel and it's bleeding the air out. And it ran yesterday for like an hour, actually 2 or 3 hours with everything. So I don't know. All right, so that we got that undone.
Tail light's hanging off. Tail light's hanging off.
Yeah, when you like almost flipped it over, you busted the tail light off too.
I didn't do that. You should have fixed it.
What's that?
Did you have him fix it?
I need a new tail light. I had to order
there.
a tail light. All right, so I guess the big pine log is all loaded up, ready to go. I want to head out and go see how big it looks on that trailer. It's gonna be leaving in a few minutes. Hopefully the Bobcat dealer doesn't show up between now and then, because if we don't get up there, we're gonna miss it. There's the big one, and then either that one or that one's the other piece to it. So he said that they were able to get a 10-footer and a 12-footer out of that big butt that we showed on the ground the other day. If you guys haven't seen that video, it's titled something to do with the biggest tree. So that one piece, just that one section of that big tree, he got a 10 and a 12 footer out of it. So that's cool. And then he was able to get a 16 footer out of this part. This they can't do anything with just because how nasty it is. They can't even chip it. That's a bummer. Wah, wah, wah. And we still have some more pine logs over here, and there is some hardwood mixed in with that pine. That pile is the logs for lumber, hardwood, and then the pine. And then over here we have the fir, which that's also lumber, but that's 2x4 strapping and stuff like that. So the snow is coming down good so far. Haven't heard from Bobcat, so that is good. I'm glad we got to see that load. So that's 2 loads of pine, and I'm thinking we'll probably get 2 more out of here. And then I'm not sure how many loads of fir, but we still have more out there too. All right, so the Toolcat is still running. This is what it was doing last night. I don't know what the issue is. Hopefully they can figure it out and it's not anything major. I don't know if it's a fuel pump issue, fuel injectors, electronic. I'm bamboozled and we don't have a shop to bring it into. All right, instead of making them drive up here to get this, we got a long driveway and it's not always the funnest for trucks. So we'll see if we can drive down there without dying, and if we do, I guess we'll have to come tow me out. Ugh. There she goes. Hopefully they get it back to me sooner than later, because we got a good snowstorm coming in tonight, well right now, and tomorrow. So it'd be nice to have the snowblower. Well, that storm was kind of a dud. We got a little bit of snow and now a little bit of rain. Hopefully we don't get too much, but the good thing is we don't have a lot of snow, so the rain can just stick to it. We can leave the snow and plow it off later on, and that way everything's not turning to ice.
But now we're coming out to work and it's got a fine mist, so we'll see what we can do.
All right, so we gotta go on the back side of the house. That's where we're gonna be starting, and we wanna get all of our lines and everything marked so we're starting off straight. We need your guys' help to figure out what we want to do. If we want to go 2 courses or 3 courses. We've been sleeping on it and we still haven't come up with a decision. So we had made a short and posted it on the community tab. So if you guys went over there and helped us, thank you. If you didn't, go check it out. We're going to get set up and see what it looks like. So we got to figure out the best way to start this. What I'm thinking is having the board stick down this much below the plywood, so that's 1 inch. So that way it'd be something like this, and it won't show the plywood, if that makes sense. So if we do that, let's get a measurement. So 11 inches is where we'd want to snap a chalk line for this to line up. What do you think of that? And then that way this is hidden. So this side of the house, the 2 outer edges are dropped down from the center, probably about 2 or 3 inches. So on the front part of the house, the center where the garage door is, and then over here, this would be lower. We'll have to notch it. And then all the way around the other part of the house, you'll be down 1 inch, so you won't see this plywood behind it, which I think that's the correct way to do it. All right, so we're gonna go 11 inches. All right, so now I want to run a chalk line to that front, and then far over as that way as we can go. And this will be our straight line. We only need to run a chalk line for our first course because once we have all the first row put on, we're just stacking from on top of that. So we don't need to have lines to go off of. All right, so I'm just marking this one as a reference at 11. So this is the general area when we put the chalk line will be, but I'm going to put a level on it to make sure it's level versus just going off our measurements, because if this is off a little bit, it'll make all of our siding off. So if we can get a nice straight line.
We got some crunchy snow.
I sure do. Yep, Arlo's coming.
Watch
All
your
right.
tail, mister.
Mister, I can see you jumping up to catch that thing. That's good right there. As tight as you can.
Yep.
Keep his tail out of the way. Okay.
Can you see it?
I can see it. I had to hold his tail.
You did.
Yeah, because he had his tail right up in the way.
He's like the cat that you used to have as a kid. Whoop, gross. That's probably not good for you.
I am dead on the chalk line. I just want to go around and mark a few spots with the Sharpie, just in case the chalk gets washed off for some reason. I'll grab my 4-foot level and I'll just continue a line down. You need to glue it, but I am not gluing it today because we want to get this all figured out first. All right, that's good right there. Let me run our chalk line off of this now, that way, and then we can put another row up here, and then we can see if we want to go 3, do 3 on this side and 2 on this side. And I wanted to do the 3 on this side because it's going to be closer to the windows, so we'll know if we like the look of 3 being so close to the window.
That's what I'm a little concerned about, is because I don't know if I want to look all the way up to the windows, because this side of the house is shorter. I think it'll look fine 3 up on the big side, like that has more where the siding's going to be. But the part that has like these windows, so that's where we're going to do the 3 on this side and see. I think it will look good. I just didn't know if it's going to be too much stone, like on the little shorter areas, which I guess aren't really that short, but they look short when they're full of windows.
Probably take this down before it falls on us. That would not have felt good. Would have been a headache. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mark this back line also with a Sharpie, just so I don't gotta worry about losing it. We didn't go all the way down yet because we want to make sure that this is what we like, and then if we do, we can finish snapping our lines all the way around the house. That way we line up where we need to be.
Where's all this white stuff, Carlo?
Like I'm not burying the black line like that. the other side too, and then we'll get our stone cap on after. I'm hoping this just stays on because I don't want to have to secure it right now. I'm just glad I'm so strong. I can carry the stone like this. Oh, that looks so good. All right, then over here, if we go too high, looks so good.
What do you think? 2 or 3?
I like the 3. I don't mind the 2, but I like the 3. And you're still team 2?
I don't know. I just think one reason that I would go 3 is it looks good still. We have to do less siding and it goes on fast. Al's gonna grab a ledger to go down on this bottom one so I can really see what it looks like. 2 or 3. Once it's on there, so.
We can't decide. We need you guys to help. Or we're going to have to arm wrestle for it.
3 looks good. 2 looks good. My question is with the siding, is that too much rock with a 3?
It's only about 1/3 rock and it'll be 2/3 siding. On
But
this
this
end,
is just the ends. So what I'm seeing is the ends. So maybe I just need to get that out of my head.
the gable end wall is going to have a lot more
Right.
siding.
And this is really just going to be the side.
Correct.
The front is the most important, which will look good. 3 in the front, but it could still look good 2 in the front.
All right, so we're going to leave it like this for now. We're going to sleep on it. We're going to go check out the community post and see what you guys think too, because can't go any further until we know what we're going to do. I really like the looks of the stone. Just 2 or 3. That's what we need to know. I can hear them logging. We don't need to go take a ride and a walk and go check out and see what they're up to. All right, while we're waiting for all of the votes to come in about the stone, let's go check out the logging. The snow is so beautiful. All right, I made it as far as we can go with the mule. We gotta walk the rest of the way. I'm just trying to figure out which trail he's been using today. We got one going this way, it looks like he's been down it, and then the one going this way looks like he's been down it as well. We'll go this way. I know this trail and the walking is a lot easier than the other one. Just gotta keep our ears and eyes out for fallen trees. This is actually going to make a really nice trail for walking, the mule, whatever. It's not gonna take that much work. This is in really good shape. We just got some stumps to pull out. One of the other trails that comes down is this one, and it is loaded with boulders. And when I mean boulders, I mean boulders. Not quite as big as up by the house, but there's some good sized ones. So I can hear them cutting. Curious to see how it looks up by where the pines were and the maples are. There's actually still some pines left. Doing some cutting down there. This is the way back up to the pines. I could use one of those. I think we need to talk Gina into it. What do you think? We got a lot of stuff moved and done. Sounds like he's out this way. I'm gonna walk up higher, look down, see if I can see him. I can hear him, but I don't dare walk in there. He's down in there. You can see the tops moving. So in this area, we went ahead and we cut out all the big pasture pines. We left some for reseeding, seed trees, We left the smaller firs and the maples, so the goal is now that they can regen better because there'll be more sunlight coming in now that the pine trees are out of here. And then hopefully some pine trees will regenerate by leaving the seed trees. That's looking good. Can't wait to see how these maples look in a couple of years. They should really start to fill out now. Well, it's not every day you get to see walking trees through the woods.